America's Walmart mentality clearly shows that we love a bargain. And first impressions of the American-built 2006 Hyundai Sonata are that this new midsize sedan could be the automotive bargain of the year. Styling may be the first clue that the new Sonata might be a real threat to Camry and Accord. It looks a lot like them, which is to say generic, safe, but modern, and a far cry from the previous Sonata's throwback stance. Hyundai's trademark domed hood has been flattened a bit. Lines are more elegantly cut, and four-barrel dual projector headlights and wraparound housings replace the old raised eyebrow look. Trim levels remain as before: base GL, mid-level GLS, and top-of-the-line LX. The fifth-generation Sonata is 2 inches longer, 2 inches taller, and a half-inch wider than before. Wheelbase is up an inch to 107.4, sliding neatly between its two main rivals. Power is most competitive. GL and GLS come standard with an all-new 2.4-liter dual overhead cam 4-cylinder that delivers a healthy 162 horsepower and 164 pound-feet of torque. But to put the real wind in the Sonata's sails, trade up to the new 3.3-liter V6. Optional on the GLS and standard on the LX, it sends 235 horsepower and 226 pound-feet of torque to the front wheels. Both all-aluminum engines use variable valve timing to increase low-end power and high-end economy. Transmission choices are either a 5-speed manual or 4-speed manual mode Shiftronic automatic for the 4-cylinder. Opt up for the V6, and the only gear change is a 5-speed Shiftronic automatic. Here's another bargain: traction control is standard on all models. We got our first chance to test the new Sonata on the highways and back roads north of San Francisco, and in a few words, we were very impressed. Our V6 tester was by far the smoothest and most responsive Hyundai sedan we've yet tried. Though the first of Hyundai's new built true red, white, and blue efforts, the Sonata still has a very Asian, even Japanese feel. The tranny was very competent, always shifting in the heart of the torque curve. Shifts are comparable to an Accord, although not quite as smooth as a Camry. On the highway, the driving experience was very quiet and stable. But on the twisties, the softly sprung suspension exhibited a lot of body roll and front push. Overall, ride and handling of the new Sonata were assuring but not overwhelming, leaving it somewhat behind its rivals, especially the Accord. But well ahead is Sonata's standard electronic stability control system. An often pricey driver aid, it's not even available on most mid-size family cars. Other tools include 16 and 17-inch tires, double wishbone front and multi-link rear suspension, engine speed sensitive steering, and to stop, ABS-equipped four-wheel all-disc brakes, no drums allowed, with electronic brake force distribution. Inside, this mid-size class sedan gets a large car-sized cabin. Seating is spacious with more front legroom than Camry or Accord. Compared to the last Sonata, seat height is raised an inch for easier entry. And regardless of trim level, the interior is very well equipped. Standards include a leather-wrapped tilt wheel, cruise control, air conditioning, a CD MP3 sound system, plus power windows, locks, and heated mirrors. And though somewhat shy of its competitor's finish, the nearly Audi-esque interior plastics and fabrics were still attractive and tightly assembled. Passenger space allows for 3 adults in back with 60/40 split-fold seat backs. The deep and contoured seating is comfy, with again very good legroom, well suited for long trips. For occupant safety, all new Sonatas are equipped with 6 standard airbags. They include front seat mounted side impact and front and rear side curtain airbags. And if you've got stuff to store, the Sonata's 16.3 cubic feet trunk will swallow it up. A 16% increase over the previous year, the cavernous well beats out the Accord by 2.3 cubic feet. Meanwhile, the Sonata also escapes a beating at the pump. EPA estimates for the 4-cylinder manual rank 24 city and 34 highway, while the 6 with the automatic calls for 20 city and 30 highway. So, Kmart shoppers, how are we doing so far? And now the prices. A base 4-cylinder GL manual is just $18,495. The GLS 4 with automatic runs $19,995. And for the top shelf V6 LX automatic, you'll pay $23,495. That's over $2,500 less than a similar Toyota XLE and nearly $4,000 less than Accord's top model EX. Wow, talk about a blue light special. And that's before you factor in a 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and surveys that find recent Hyundai quality at Toyota levels or above. By every measure, the new Sonata is an able and desirable midsize competitor and a car that will shake up the entire midsize family sedan class. Like bargain hunters on the day after Thanksgiving, we think consumers will flock to the 2006 Hyundai Sonata in droves.